Coffee Break with Eazee-E-187.
Welcome, folks, to another Coffee Break with Eazee-E-187. Your host, Eazee-E, here. Further ado, not to waste any of your coffee break time here. Make sure all your cups are filled up with whatever beverage you're choosing. Without further ado, let's get started here. Russia convicted U.S. basketball star Brittney Griner of possession and smuggling of drugs yesterday, sentencing her to 9 years in a penal colony 6 months after she was caught with cannabis oil at the airport. Conviction was largely expected. Griner pled guilty, and Russian courts report a 1% acquittal rate through observers, so the sentencing appeared unusually high. Moscow officials stated that the ruling is a precondition for a possible prisoner swap between Russia and the U.S. The exchange may include Russian arms dealer Viktor Bout, imprisoned in the U.S. since 2012 for conspiracy to support terrorists, and American Paul Whelan, jailed on espionage charges since 2008. Bout evaded capture for decades and was the basis for the lead character of the 2005 film Lords of War. Now that she is convicted, Griner may also seek a pardon from President Vladimir Putin. Next up, we've got here two former and two current Louisville, Kentucky police officers were charged with federal civil rights violations in the death of Breonna Taylor, the Justice Department has revealed. Charges include falsifying an affidavit to obtain a search warrant and making false statements to investigators. Charges come more than 2 years after 26-year-old Taylor was killed by police attempting to carry out a midnight no-knock search warrant. Officers say they attempted to announce themselves before entry. Though her name and residence were on the warrant, case fact checked on that, she was considered a soft target, with police having previously located the prime suspect elsewhere. Taylor was shot multiple times when her boyfriend exchanged gunfire with the officers, believing them to be intruders. Neither of the two officers who fired shots that hit Taylor was included in the charges. Of the four, only one faced criminal charges related to the incident. Former officer Brett Hankinson was found not guilty of wanton endangerment back in March. Next up, we got here Los Angeles judge ruled Kevin Spacey and his production companies must pay the creators of the Netflix political drama because of losses incurred after the 63-year-old Oscar winner was fired in 2017. Spacey was removed from the show following sexual misconduct allegations, which he has denied. The New York State health officials in June and July found the positive wastewater samples in counties north of New York City, Rockland County and Orange County, end up finding polio viruses found in that wastewater. Found again in both counties. About 2 weeks ago, a man in his 20s in Rockland County was found to be paralyzed by vaccine-derived polio viruses. Now, more so than many brands, Oreo prides itself on its parade of never-ending new flavors and varieties. According to 2022 alone, they've released limited edition runs of Oreo Pride Packs, a new ice cream-inspired Neapolitan flavor, and a truly bizarre Ritz cracker, an Oreo cookie mashup. Although Oreo is consistently looking for new buzzworthy creations, some cookie varieties are successful enough to bring back multiple times Given the history of the pumpkin spice trend, we probably shouldn't be surprised that Oreo Pumpkin Spice cookies are one of those flavors. Seasonal treat is slated to return to another run. Starting this autumn, started on August 15th. Limited edition cookie, which features Oreo's golden cookies as the sandwich base, as opposed to the standard chocolate cookies, and is then filled with a festive pumpkin spice flavored cream. It will be available at stores nationwide while supplies last. Now, while many brands have followed the Starbucks tradition of bringing back their pumpkin spice products every year, Oreo Pumpkin Spice has only returned intermittently since its original introduction 8 years ago. Oreo first brought limited edition Oreo Pumpkin Spice sandwich cookies to shelves in 2014, and they were last available in 2017. Interestingly, Oreos also seems to be diving into pumpkin spice season a bit earlier than other companies. Only today, Krispy Kreme laid claims to be the first quick service chain to bring back pumpkin spice products, saying they were launching them earlier than ever, which was August 8th. Meanwhile, Starbucks, creator of Pumpkin Spice Madness, told us that they weren't quite ready to make their big 2022 announcement. For comparison's sake, last year's pumpkin spice latte announcement didn't come until August 23rd, actually getting released on the 24th. Next up we have our Collectibles Marketplace. Golden announced on Thursday that a T206 Honus Wagner is sold in a private sale for $7.25 million. It's a record amount. It was for the specific sports car. Figure eclipsed the $6.0606 million fetched for another T206 Wagner almost a year ago to the day. A version of it was graded a 2 out of 10 by the Sports Car Guarantee Corporation. 2021 record breaker received a 3. Alex Jones must pay over $45 million in punitive damages for claiming the 2012 Sandy Hook massacre was a hoax. Texas grand jury ordered Friday. The payouts would add to the $4 million in compensatory damages, bringing the total awarded to the parents of slain 6-year-old Jesse Lewis to $49 million. Lawyers had sought $150 million in this case. Jones' lawyers do plan to appeal the decision after incriminating cell phone data not meant for the case were presented to the jury. Last month, Jones' primary company, Free Speech Systems, filed for bankruptcy, but a separate lawsuit alleges Jones has been funneling assets into shell companies to limit the company's ability to pay the defamation lawsuits. That case is in its early stages. Now, Jones does face 2 more defamation lawsuits over the next few months, one in Connecticut and another in Texas, which may potentially increase the amount he'll owe in damages. Another top story, federal agents carried out an unannounced search warrant on former President Donald Trump's Mar-a-Lago residence, according to a statement released by Trump. Sources indicated the raid was related to allegations he improperly took classified documents from the White House to his Florida residence. The former president has faced a number of direct and indirect probes since leaving office, including those stemming from the House January 6 committee. It wasn't unclear whether the search was specifically related to the committee's work or undertaken separately by the Justice Department. According to reports, officials from the National Archives and Records Administration notified Congress in February that they had retrieved 15 boxes of documents from Trump's Florida residence, in which some were classified materials. and believed there possibly be more materials remaining at the location. The final story today, sad story. Actress and singer Olivia Newton John, who starred in the 1978 movie musical Grease alongside John Travolta, died after a 30-year battle with breast cancer. She was 73. British-Australian actress has been diagnosed with cancer in the early 1990s, twice more in recent years. After landing chart-topping numbers in the Billboard's top country hits in the 1970s, Newton-John went on to perform #1 hits You're the One I Want and Summer Nights in the classical musical film Grease. Released not long after, her album Totally Hot went platinum, following quickly by the single Physical, which is regarded as one of the top songs of the 1980s. In addition to being one of the earliest musical videos of the era, she would go on to win 4 Grammy Awards throughout her musical career. I'm going to be honest and say Olivia Newton-John, she will be missed. Alright folks, that wraps up the top stories we've got on this episode. Do appreciate your time. Make sure you do leave comments down below. Like this video, hit that like, and please don't be afraid to hit that bell button for notifications, so when I do upload the next episode, you'll be notified. Other than that, it's been a pleasure, and I hope all the rest of you have a great rest of your day. Eazee-E is signing off.